I'm Mike.
And I'm Joanna.
And this is the Level 2 crash course, Lindy and Swing, for the Lindy project in November 2015. We did a bunch of swing stuff. As a warm-up, though, we talked a little bit about musicality and like phrases and stuff, and so we did a few exercises. One where we did the Lindy basic rhythm a bunch of times.
Our swing basic rhythm and our Lindy basic rhythm.
Yeah, and we acknowledged where the phrase was in the music. And when we were doing only 8 counts, it was pretty easy. But then when we started doing 6 counts, where your feet were didn't quite match this. And so we had to like listen a little bit more and rely on our muscle memory to get the footwork going. Yeah. So then, we jumped into the 6 count basic, triple step, rock, and compared that to the 8 count basic, rock, step, triple step, rock. So we did alternating 2 of these each. So we can see how it moves a little bit differently. Boom, bam, bam, and then we have that nice longer continuation. Bam, 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 bam. Then we talked about a move that we learned maybe in Intro to Swing, the turn out. And so instead of doing it very straight like that, we added this nice tuck, turn. Boom. So rock, step, tuck. And then we did the down the line move, where the leaders follow their partner. So we have a rock, step, tuck, turn, boom, bam. One more time, rock, step, tuck, turn, rock, step, boom. And we added the 8 count version. Zoop, bam, boom, rock, step, triple step, boom. Had to get a little fancy there. And then we started talking about our swingouts for a little while.
Right, so we transitioned that down the line into our swingouts.
So we could try to get something looking like this. Rock, step, down the line into this nice swing out. In the swing out, we talked about a lot of different stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, specifically for the leaders, just where you're going. Really thinking about making this a pivoting rock step and coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, leaders, you want to go where you want your follower to go for that moment. And followers, we talked a lot about keeping our feet underneath us and not letting them get away from the leader. Always kind of together.
Yeah, I think a really powerful exercise we did was starting at the end. So we feel what it's like at the end of the swing out, so that when we initiate the next swing out, it can feel really nice. Right? So we have to have that nice away feeling before the swing out feels good.
Right.
Boom, boom, away, boom, and then like the leader's moving in to catch them.
Passing one another.
Yes. Ships passing in a night. And the night. Any old night. Yeah? Thinking of like shining armor right now. Like ships inside of a night passing, I don't know. Anyways, so
edit this from the video.
So we're going to now talk about the next transition we did, where we did the tuck turn into the pass, and then from the pass into the swing out. Boom. So the leader's having to think about backing away to create that feeling. The followers continuing their momentum as they had been before. Boom, boom. So we have this nice go swing out. Oh. Yeah, and then
we had Sidepass-a-palooza.
Yeah, where we did as many different side passes as we could, starting with a very basic, no turning, left side pass for the leaders, or the right side pass.
We were talking about keeping our timing and pacing from one end to the other, and continuing our motion up until that rock step.
Yeah, and so the leaders kind of have to stay a little bit closer in order to allow that to happen.
Yeah.
And then we were like, okay, so we've already done this one, right? This pass here, right? And so we added on, okay, but we can also turn on this side. Cool, we have both of those. Now, how many different ways can we hold hands? So I think we established normal hand. These are all my terms. They're not
universal terms.
They're not universal remotely. I call this normal hand, wrong hand, cross wrong hand, double hand,
Sure.
double cross hand,
Okay.
double wrong cross hand, maybe? I don't know. We're, those two are, whatever.
Anyway, we had you guys play around with your hands and try those same shapes, those same side passes, and see how they change or what's still similar as you do that. And then you guys came up with some really good stuff. And the last one we kind of focused in on was cross hand.
Boop.
And we let go as we were turning by over the freezer. Emphasis on leaders coming towards their partners to catch and remain in cross hand, or, bonus, move away when you want to go back into your swing out.
Totally just read your mind. And then notice, as I finish the swing out to get into cross hand, I'm going to stay nice and close. Yeah? And then one question we had about that was really vital was, when do we change the hand? And it always needs to happen before you get to that rock step, because once you're at that rock step, you're at this pull feeling, and if I try to change hands during that, it's not going to work so well. Yeah? So always change hands, change hands right before you need that hand.
And then craziness